The story begins with a group of 7 friends who decide to celebrate one of their birthdays in an old mansion they rented. The mansion is far away from the city, so when their drinks run out during the party, they face a problem. Not wanting to end the celebration, they decide to explore the mansion, hoping to find more drinks. While searching, they come across a locked basement door. Instead of leaving it alone, their curiosity drives them to break the lock and venture inside. The basement is full of old and mysterious items, making it clear that the mansion once belonged to a collector. Among the clutter, they find an old box containing tarot cards. Tarot cards are special cards used to predict a person's fate, personality, and future. These particular cards look strange and handmade, with depictions of demons, devils, and witches. Haley, one of the friends, knows how to read tarot cards. The group persuades her to perform readings for everyone, even though she feels uneasy. Despite her hesitation, she agrees, since it's her friend's birthday. The tarot readings begin. The group sets up the cards, placing 12 in a circle and the 13th, the most important one, in the middle. They start with the birthday girl. 1. Birthday girl, the High Priestess. Haley explains that this card means she is very curious about the world, constantly questioning everything. However, her curiosity could lead her into trouble. Haley warns her to take things slowly in life, as rushing could cause her to fall and face serious consequences. 2. Haley, the Hangman. Haley's own card reveals she will face many problems related to technology. She advises herself not to panic or run away, as things will eventually get better. 3. Paige, the Magician. Paige's card predicts that someone will pull her into 2 parts and lock her there. She brushes it off, thinking it's just a silly game. During the readings, Paxton, another friend, goes to the bathroom. While there, he thinks he sees someone on the balcony, but when he turns on the light, no one is there. 1. Paxton, the Fool. Paxton's card warns him not to make hasty decisions. He will feel trapped but must trust his loved ones. The reading assures him that if one door closes, another will open, and he will find a way to help his friends. 2. Paige's friend, the Hermit. This card reveals that Paige's friend is at risk of breaking his principles. The Hermit's light might lead him down the wrong path, and he should think carefully about decisions involving love. It also predicts he will receive unexpected money. 3. Haley's male friend, the Devil. Haley's male friend initially refuses a reading due to a prior argument with her, but later agrees. His card predicts that he is destroying his relationships and will face a demon. He will either need to sacrifice someone or lose someone dear to him unless he confronts the demon head-on. 4. Haley's final card, Death. Finally, Haley reads her last card, Death. It reveals that love will either cause her death or lead to a new beginning. She tries to shrug it off but can't shake a strange feeling. The readings start coming true. The next morning, the group leaves the mansion. On their way, they stop at a gas station, where Paige's friend scratches a lottery card and wins $7,000. This fulfills his tarot reading about receiving unexpected money. That night, everyone returns to their homes, and the birthday girl heads to her hostel. Little do they know that the events predicted by the cards are about to unfold, turning their lives into a nightmare. After showering, the girl notices a ladder coming down from the attic. Quietly, she pushes it back up and goes to her room, remembering Haley's advice to avoid curiosity. Later, there's a loud knock on her door. When she opens it, the ladder is down again. She approaches it but senses someone behind her. Turning on the light, she sees no one and assumes it's the hostel girls playing a prank. Determined, she climbs the ladder. However, the attic is empty except for the High Priestess from her tarot card. She screams, falls down, and loses consciousness. The High Priestess then repeatedly hits her with the ladder, killing her. Just as Haley's reading warned, her curiosity and careless climbing led to a deadly fall. Everyone assumes her death was an accident. Hearing about her death, the friends are devastated and gather to mourn. Haley stays with Paige, who is heartbroken. Haley reveals she learned tarot reading as a child when her mother was sick. Every reading foretold her mother's death, proving fate is unchangeable. She consoles Paige, saying they couldn't have saved their friend. Later, Paige's friend offers to drop Haley off. On his way back, the hermit from his tarot card begins to follow him. Trying to take a train home, the hermit's light confuses him, leading him to the wrong path. A train suddenly appears and hits him, killing him. His tarot reading comes true. Walking the wrong path and his feelings of love led to his death. The next day, the friends learn of his death and grow deeply worried. Haley realizes the deaths match their tarot readings. Everyone agrees it's not a coincidence. Seeking help, they research online and find an oracle who is an expert in such matters. They call her, but she doesn't answer. Desperate, they decide to visit her in person. The oracle lives far from civilization. When they arrive and knock, she initially refuses to open the door. But when they explain their friends have died due to the tarot cards and they fear for their own lives, she lets them in. The oracle confirms their fears. The cards are cursed and have caused many deaths before. She recounts similar tragedies in Mexico, Woodstock, and London. In the London case, she was the sole survivor because she didn't read her own card. She has been searching for the cards ever since to destroy them and prevent more deaths. The friends ask how the cards became cursed. The oracle explains the story. In the 18th century, a king's astrologer predicted that his pregnant queen and unborn child would both die, setting the curse in motion. When the queen was about to give birth, the king asked his astrologer for a reading. The astrologer predicted that both the queen and the child would die. The king, furious, demanded she change the reading, but no matter how many times she tried, the result was always death. Although the reading hinted at both death and a new beginning, the king focused only on the death part. Angry and in denial, he banished the astrologer and her daughter from the kingdom. When the time came, the reading came true. The queen died giving birth, and the child also passed away. Grief-stricken and enraged, the king accused the astrologer of witchcraft. He tortured her and had her daughter executed by his soldiers. Consumed by sorrow and fury, the astrologer created the cursed tarot cards and used them to read the fates of the king and his soldiers. Through a dark ritual, she tied her soul to the cards and exacted her revenge. One by one, the king and his soldiers died exactly as foretold in their readings. The curse on the cards ensured that anyone using them would also meet their end, just like the readings predicted. The only way to survive was to destroy the cards forever. Haley and her friends learned this horrifying truth from the oracle and decided to destroy the cards. They set off for the mansion where the cards were kept, but on the way, their car broke down on a bridge. Haley felt an impending sense of doom. Her friend's tarot card, the Hangman, had predicted a technological problem and warned against panicking. Ignoring the warning, her friend tried to run away, but the Hangman appeared, captured her, and killed her in a gruesome manner. The group was terrified, now certain that the cards were the cause of their friends' deaths. Paxton, another friend, panicked and refused to go to the mansion. He decided to go home alone, despite the warning in his tarot card, the Fool, which predicted he would feel trapped if he acted hastily. On his way, Paxton was pursued by the demon of the Fool. In his fear, he got into an elevator which stopped midway, leaving him trapped. As predicted, the Fool appeared, and Paxton met his end. Haley and the remaining friends finally reached the mansion and tried to burn the tarot cards, but they were shocked to see that the cards wouldn't catch fire. Desperate, they contacted the oracle, who explained that a ritual was needed to separate the astrologer's soul from the cards. The oracle began the ritual, summoning the astrologer's spirit. However, the spirit was far more powerful than expected. It read the oracle's tarot card, 6 of Swords, and killed her by stabbing her with 6 swords. Terrified, Haley and her friends tried to escape, but Paige got separated from the group. Paige's tarot card had predicted she would be torn into 2. The magician from her card locked her in a box and split her in half with an axe, killing her. Now only Haley and one other friend were left, but their tarot cards, Death and the Devil, indicated their doom was imminent. Haley then had a realization. If she could read the astrologer's fate and cause her final death, It might sever the connection between the cards and the cursed soul. If the soul was destroyed, the curse on the cards would end too. Haley knew that if the cursed cards were destroyed, the curse would break forever. Determined to end the game, she decided to face the danger head-on. She believed that if she didn't stop it, everything would be ruined. Until now, Haley thought fate couldn't be changed, but this time she was confident that it could. Just then, the devil appeared and dragged her friend away, while death came after Haley. Her tarot reading had said, "Love will be the reason for your death." Haley decided to use love, her bond with her friend, to try and change her fate. But since the devil had taken her friend, only death remained to confront her. Death caught up to Haley, but at the last moment, her friend returned. His reading had predicted, "You will have to face the demon, or you will lose this closeness." He began to fight the demon, while Haley focused on reading the fate of the astrologer's soul. When she drew the final card, it was death, just like her own. She realized that if death took the astrologer's soul first, she might survive. Haley's friend, still fighting the demon, didn't know if he would survive. The devil kept trying to pull him away. Meanwhile, Haley spoke to the astrologer's soul, urging it to let go of the past, move on, and stop harming innocent people. But death decided to take both Haley and the astrologer's soul. At that moment, her friend returned and saved her once again. Death took the astrologer's soul instead, and the soul disappeared before their eyes. As the soul vanished, the cursed cards also disappeared, breaking the curse forever. Just as death symbolized both an ending and a new beginning, the astrologer's soul found peace, and Haley got a second chance at life. As Haley and her friend were leaving, a car approached them. To their surprise, it was Paxton. His reading had foretold that he would return for his friends. Paxton explained how he had survived in the elevator. The fool demon had trapped him, but a friend who shared his room came and opened the door, saving him. Paxton's reading had said, "Someone close to you will save you." And that's exactly what happened. Once saved, the fool demon left. Now, according to their readings, everyone had survived. Haley and her friends destroyed the cursed cards forever, ensuring no one else would suffer their deadly consequences. With the curse lifted, no more lives would be lost. And with that, the story came to an end.